this entire tour, and it's one that I proudly like to call The Girl in the Irish Castle. Welcoming you all to Monroe's infamous haunted mansion, otherwise known as the Boyd House, B-O-I-D, Boyd. Now, I'll tell you all that it's the Irish Castle as a nickname it has because it is the only Gothic Irish architect you will find here within our little town. Wow. But, as I said, more commonly known by the locals and those who have owned it as the Boyd House. The tale with this one goes, it was built and purchased all the way back in 1855 by Mr. William Boyd, his wife Lucy. They were said to be a wealthy merchant family who moved to Monroe in its early settling days to get a fresh start on things. They brought with them their two children, Edgar and Clara, aged 5 and 3 at the time that they had moved in. But during the 60s and 1860s, Monroe was hit with an epidemic that swept through the town, claiming many lives. Now, folks, interactive tour, I'm going to offer you guys a chance to be kind of part of my ghost host ensemble here. So at this point, I will pause, I will open up my arms, and you guys during this tale in a spooky, morbid unison as you can say, will say Scarlet Fever. So we're gonna try this, all right? Monroe was hit with an epidemic that swept through the town and it took many lives, and it was known as
Scarlet Fever.
I heard some creepy voice. That was good. I heard some creepy voices. Others just yelled that that's fine. Now, while it swept through the town, it unfortunately did claim the life of Edgar, who passed away and was said to be buried in the front yard when families of wealth could afford little private cemeteries for their dearly departed. Now,
Who's Edgar?
Edgar was was their kid. They had two kids, Edgar and Clara.
Keep along.
I said that before. You weren't listening.
I don't remember.
It's all right. It's all right. That's why I'm here. Edgar passed away, and the tale goes that 3 days later, Clara was said to place a white flower upon his gravestone, and due to
Scarlet Fever.
that was better. And then we had one that was delayed. That's fine. Yeah, there you go. He added to the effect. Very good. She passed away to the same illness herself and was buried next to Edgar. Now, for the next 150 years, folks, this house in Monroe has infamous tales of a little girl in a billowing white gown who is said to haunt the house. We'll tell you that it is currently dwelled in by the living. Everyone who has owned the house is well aware of what it comes with. If anyone is more interested in